Now let's shift focus to the new income tax bill which was introduced in Parliament a few months ago. Will the new income tax bill of 2025 simplify life for chartered accountants and tax filers alike? And also, what happens to the digital snooping rights that the bill gives the government? Well, News9's Krishnakumar caught up with the president of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, Charanjot Singh Nanda, in an exclusive chat. Here's a short excerpt from that interview.
Also now then talk to us about the new Income Tax Act. You know, there's so much of awareness about income tax these days and the importance of the jobs of the chartered accountants. And in that context comes the new Income Tax Act, which promises to simplify the Income Tax Act to the point where it is not only understood by the professionals, as in the chartered accountants, the common people can understand it. You know, tell us how will it change the lives of both the chartered accountants and the people?
I'll tell you, it is the income tax bill, and ICAI has been pioneer in driving it. We have three initiatives. First, to prune down unnecessary sections. There are close to 553 sections. We want to bring down them to close to 470 sections. Number two, simplify, no jargons. Let an ordinary man who reads it is able to assimilate and use it for his initiatives. And third, very important thing, to interpret the entire thing. Problems of interpretation lead to more than 70% litigation. So once everything is clearly interpreted, litigation will run off. The government, first of all, CBDT asked us for our people. We gave them 5 chartered accountants from our council. Then we set up study groups all across the 5 regions. We have 5 regions: North, South, East, West and Central. And we made 2 in different. We made one in Pune and other in Indore. So 7 study groups were set up and close to 60 people were enrolled. And we were the first to be called by the Select Parliament Committee to make a presentation. On 6 March 2025, we made a presentation, and till now, we are giving them analysis of the entire act, plus any area where we could be of assistance to them. So ICAI is very cognizant of the fact that it has to add value, it has to work as a very important constituent of the nation and educate and make aware public of the new Income Tax Act.
If I can ask you, the new Income Tax Act also speaks about, you know, in case there is a suspicion over somebody evading tax, you know, then the authorities have the right to, have the powers to get into their emails and their social media accounts and their digital wallets if need be. I know your thoughts on that.
It is easier said than done. You can't just jump into the privacy. Yes, if you find that a person is evading tax, he's turning money into a different source, then they'll jump in. It is not something which is very rampant in your and my account, but they see a person is a perpetual evader. They find that his acts are suspicious. Then also it has to be done through a very senior officer. His permission is granted, and then they can only jump into the privacy. I understand it's a matter of concern for the citizens, but don't worry. It is only for those cases where you find that certain alarming things have happened. Normally, your life will move as it is moving on now.
Okay, fair enough. That's as far as income tax is concerned. Let's talk about GST. You know, every time there's a GST council meeting, there's lots of expectations and hopes that, you know, there'll be a rationalization of slabs, there'll be more uniformity in terms of the nature of goods and services taxed at whichever level. Sometimes you find like there's a huge disparity in the way different goods and services are taxed under the GST regime. You know, your thoughts on what direction should the GST reforms take?
When I think of GST, I'm reminded of a couplet which says, अपने हौसलों को खबर करते रहो, अपने हौसलों को खबर करते रहो, जिंदगी मंजिल नहीं सफर है चलते रहो. GST has to change.
Yeah.
And the best part common between ICAI and GST is that both of us were born on 1st July. When GST was born, the Honorable Prime Minister was with us in IG Stadium. Chartered accountants did their every initiative to ensure that GST sees the light of the day. And even today, maximum practitioners are chartered accountants, and they give very, very viable suggestions to the GST Council. See, Council also has to receive the suggestions, put them into perspective, and then again roll them back to the system. So this is done by the GST Council. They are, abreast with so many changes. Some are reasonable, some are non-reasonable. So they have to have a council meeting and then take a call what has to be rolled out. And therefore, let us not be very worried about the council decisions. They will take whatever decision is in the benefit of the nation at large. Or somewhere where they feel that certain taxpayers are unnecessarily being harassed, they will try to bend that issue. So this will continue. It will see. Now people have become used to having, earlier they thought now it is come, every time it is coming, but it will perpetually come to ease out the systems and add to the ease of doing business initiative of the government.